Dark Souls 3.
How about some Dark Souls? Because Dark Souls 3 monetizes your pain like a woman. How relatable. There you go. Finally, this is the kind of pain you guys have been waiting for. Hooray! Romance over Dark Souls 3. Let's go. From pain and despair into nut-crushing experience. This is my true vibe, Dark Souls 3. Raise your hand in chat if you played Dark Souls 3. Show me those jelly beans. Raise it if you did. Do it. Show me. Hands up. Don't say me. Hands up. Let's go. Show me in chat right now. Hands up. Let's go. Haha. Multiple times. Damn. Not gonna lie. Playing Dark Souls is kind of a big dick energy. Okay? Like, that's the proof of a Chad. Like, you're welcome. It's true. It's a freaking hard game, man.
3 is like a woman. It's irrational, crazy, and anytime something goes wrong, it's not their fault, it's your fault. All the enemies taking out your entire health bar with one shot to compensate for a lack of unique moves.
I'm starting to see the parallel between Dark Souls and a woman. So everything you do is your fault. Like, it's never their fault, it's always on you. Okay, fair enough. Yep.
Get good. You don't want enemies clipping through the floor into the abyss? Get good. Final boss, the worst boss in the game? Get good. And yet still in a fit of anger at 2 a.m. after 90 minutes of putting up with its bullshit. When you try to walk away from it, you can't. It's in our nature to love Dark Souls.
This is a toxic relationship, lads. I don't think it's worth it for you. This is toxic.
Unless you're gay. Dark Souls is a special type of voluntary torture only matched by people who watch golf. Unironically, it's a lethal injection of something the human mind wasn't built to understand. I'm supposed to be serving in the Great Dirt Mound Turf War of 3000 BC.
Will never leave us.
You sure? But when are we getting the Bloodborne remake? We gotta start asking the real questions. They forcibly removed the mod to make the Bloodborne game a little bit more high res. So when is the remake? Soon? No. When is it? Stop hurting. When is it? When is it?
Throwing swings with clubs and dying at 16, and instead I'm here trying to fight two massive.
What? Demon and pain, demon from below? What?
Don't hit us where it hurts. When bloodborne.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Fucking demons that can attack through each other for 2 goddamn hours. Oh, and look, this one can fly above the fucking camera. This game is pure distilled cortisol, and in many ways, it's what I consider the antichrist to my dearly betrothed prototype. Despite both being 9 parts gameplay and a dash of story.
Is this a man's sex appeal? Is this the male beauty standard we have been waiting for? Yes? Is this it? It's kind of hot. Peak male beauty standard. I love it. The Onyo.
The prototype had a relieving, soothing, and comforting gameplay loop that was better than charging the Super Soaker. Dark Souls feels like charging into a fiery building for $60 and then...
Bro, this guy looks like the Michelin mascot. You know, the one who looks like just the tires? That's what he is. Holy shit.
And then revisiting it every once in a while when you need to remember what it's like to feel that. This game will drive you to drink because of its non-stop, relentless nagging. Ooh, you were auto-locked to the next target. We made you dodge off the fucking cliff. Ooh, we should go meet with my friends on Friday. You never do anything for me. Ooh, you got one shot, and one shot, and one shot. This game will get you so twisted up that you'll, hypothetically, fall into a painting and start getting your cheeks clapped so hard that seismologists mistake the readings for earthquakes. Then spend the next 2 hours trying to persevere through these crackhead demons, getting fucked by nature so hard I thought I'm playing ball.
Baldur's 3 Gate includes Grizzly Bear as a romance option. Oh my god, I remembered. You know, the only reason Baldur's Gate 3 got away with it because it was a sexual fantasy only for the women. If it would have been for the man, there would have been riots. But because the women were horny for like Bear Daddy, they were like, oof, that's fine. That's fine.
Baldur's Gate, but the whole time
They
I'm
chose
sticking
the
with it,
bear.
assuming this is just what they call the Dark Souls. Only to then be told, that's a level 80 area, you're level 40, you fucking half-melt Sunday. But now can I tell you something else? What Dark Souls teaches you above all is how to turn shit into shoe shine. And so instead of fighting all these enemies that were pushing my shit in,
Bro, do you remember when Forspoken came out? Foreskin? All I remember of this game that there was a talking weapon and it was so obnoxious. Holy shit. No, I blocked that, but I have a very faint memory that it was incredibly cringe. That's all. That's all I remember. Never played it? You shouldn't.
is how to turn shit into shoe shine. And so instead of fighting all these enemies that were pushing my shit in, I instead let them push themselves right off a cliff so that I could collect that life insurance check like a gold digger in South
That
Beach.
yum.
And it me 20 easy levels. Now let's get balls deep into making you Dark Souls Dick Riders angry. This is gonna be the weirdest recommendation you've ever heard. Dark Souls is not a fun game. It's a rewarding game. It's the difference between surviving a water park and surviving the set of Saw. You're a moron if you didn't survive one. You're a statistic if you don't survive the other. You're also a little bitch. You move slow, you hit slow, and you die quick. Dodging.
Honestly, I respect gamers who enjoy Souls-like games because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a raging pussy. I only tried Elden Ring and holy fucking Christ, on a stick of a cross. It's hard. I was sweating. My blood pressure was all the way up. When I was trying to fight the bosses, and I'm double honest with you, I even bitched out. I was going with a mage build. Okay, that's like easy mode in Souls games. Because you guys told me the Dark Souls and Bloodborne, they don't even have ranged. And I was still sweating my ass off. My goodness. You never played a Souls game? I think it shapes a man. It teaches you great values of patience and determines and how to really step up, you know, and be someone your father would be proud of. This is like being enlisted in the military, but like a modern form of it. You know, it's teaching great values and a lot of road rage or something.
Is king, blocking is queen, and parrying is the side piece on the other side of town. And of course, backstabbing is the god that rules above all else. The hitboxes are tighter than my busted nuns, and with only a few moves, you're...
Wait, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty tight. True. I can see it. Yeah,
Souls
Charlie.
games are my comfy games. But when I play ranked competitive games I start to rage.
Jesus.
That is why I stopped playing rankeds lol.
How is Souls-like game your comfy game? Jesus Christ. Like, how stressed is your life? The demons whooping your ass in one shot if you make a tiny mistake is comfortable for you. Are you okay? Do you need a hug? Everything I do is at my own fault.
And with only a few moves, you're constantly placed at the feet of Goliath as you hear a distant...
I'm going to be honest with you. I will give that to Souls games, that when you're fighting against an enemy who is just like so much bigger than you, like impossibly bigger, that's incredibly satisfying. Like you're basically defeating demigods and you're just a measly human. It's so good. It feels so good.
Well, my life was so stressed that I have at the moment a burnout and I take now happy pills lol.
Damn. My boy's taking happy pills and plays Souls-like games. He's ready for marriage. He have done the tutorial. He is ready.
Good luck! So the first thing you do is die repeatedly and watch as the game gives you the cold shoulder, really letting you simmer in your own confusion. You know something's wrong, but anytime you ask it, you don't get a real response. And then you think you got it, but you don't. The best you can get is floor markers, but this is the advice of broken.
Try fingers, but oh, that's my favorite. Try fingers, but oh.
Men. No, what you have to do is study the game and read its fucking mind so that you can calculate exactly what the problem is, then overcome it. Now do that 5 more times for every other move in the moveset, and it never ends until the game ends. Try going online and asking for help, and you'll be met with a collective get good. And now what they mean by this is that you should go find the 20 wiki windows, 10 videos, and 2 spreadsheets that they have papered across their walls and maps out the perfect strategy to maximize DPS, HP, UPS, FedEx, and fucking Digimon so that they can one-shot every boss. And listen, I'm all for it. I'll get good with the single most brain-rotted.
Bro, is it just me or this character is hella cheeked up? What was the reason for this unreasonable cheekening? Hello? I cannot not see it. Bro, he's the squats every day. Hero needs a fine ass. That's a solid ass. Yeah. If you're staring at it for a long time, fair enough. Yeah.
Build you've ever seen. Bitch, did I just catch you trying to use magic? Are you trying to read the wiki for meta build? Motherfucker, you know how to use the LT attack? One thing you need to understand about me.
Yep. It's true. It's only for weaklings. You're supposed to only suffer and learn from it, and suffer and learn from it, and that's how you get your gaming hours up.
And my way of playing Dark Souls is that I do it my way. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
People are trying to tell me, oh, use the fabulous Knight of Wonderland's Black Penetrator's Hard for the max DPS perk. Shut the fuck up! My build is called the Triple T build. Target the taint, then run like hell. Read it and weep, pimps. This mirror image is like 3 Vietnams for Dark Souls fanatics. But if it makes you guys feel any better, at least I started this run by choosing the deprived class instead of being.
What's a deprived class? What does it mean? Also kind of hot. That's a delicious appetizer. Bib starts at level 1. Lower status. You get nothing. Wait, why is that good? That sounds like extra hard mode to me. What? You start naked level 1? That's awful. What? It's amazing. Oh, so you guys love to suffer. I see. I see. Literally hard mode. I thought that's the only mode you have in Heart Souls? Dark Souls. Welcome to Heart Souls.
Being a little bitch and choosing Warden. And why, Fleek? Why, I hear you plead? I didn't want the game to ruin perfection. And now you may be also asking, Fleek, how does one play such an advanced build? And to that I respond, Pimp, once you start this path, there is no going back. It means total commitment. Once you begin the path, there is no leaving the path.
Dude, why does it kind of sound sexy? I can see why he's the pimp. Daddy Fleek is teaching you. He is the bro. I feel flirted at.
Are you ready for that? I mean,
come on.
Really ready for that? Don't say anything because I will disown you if you say no. Now here's the secret formula. Hold RT. This is not
I would let him ooga booga me. I mean, what?
a build, it's a way of living. See a boss that you could one-shot if you ran around him? Take him head on, and if your sword isn't reaching the enemy because the game doesn't want you to be fighting him this way, get out a bigger sword that can.
So what I'm hearing is that you have to have a big sword, and if it cannot solve your problems, have a bigger sword for bigger problems. Does it work in real life? Yeah.
See a horde of enemies?
Ooga booga. Okay, from now on.
Strength build rule. Bonk everything.
I'm going to do this from now on. Just ooga booga.
See the stamina bar? The Oonga Boonga Boogaloo Triple T Deluxe build is all about being too dumb to quit. The only change in our strategy.
Oh, those are my favorite builds. 0 intelligent, everything. Oh my god, that character is so cheeked up. Oh my god. Oh. My lord, Wow. Papa Fleek, stop seducing me. Hello?
Is the length and or the quantity of big weapons that we bring to battle. Other than that, get the chloroform ring so that you can microdose meth to regen stamina faster. And as for the armor, become rotund. Ooga, ooga. Now I'm gonna give you a second to
AKA peak male beauty standard. Rotund.
cool off by talking about the story. People always go on about how awesome the Dark Souls lore is if you read all the wiki.
Wait, Dark Souls has a lore? Other than just pain and suffering and everything wants to grab your ass? Yes, it does? Of course? Really? Holy.
And chiseled tablets and talked to all the NPCs, and so I took a brief look at it, and this is what I can surmise.
Okay.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Did you really
Okay. Yeah. Wait. Just to make sure I caught everything. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
What the fuck
Okay.
is this piece of shit?
Fair.
Did you really think I can read? Now getting back to
Oh my god, he's perfect. He also doesn't know how to read. Aww.
making the Dark Souls fans angry, most of these bosses ain't shit. The enemies with branding irons that shrink your health bar if you violate the restraining order are more challenging to
Jesus.
fight than most of these bosses. Once you learn the whack-ass timing of their swings where they go all like... You see that most of them have pretty simple movesets that largely rely on doing high damage rather than being highly aggressive or highly extravagant, including the final boss. I was expecting some grand spectacle, you know, some big old demon monster with some crazy drop the sun on you twice, 3 AKs, and a nice katana 6 arms looking goofy goober. But instead, I just got a dude.
What? Wait, that's the final boss? No. That... What? It's not even a big freaking monster coming out of the middle of the planet to whack you on your ass? It's just a chill guy. Ain't no way. He's gonna transform, right? He's gonna be like big and he's scary. Yeah, with a very hard fight. He was the first dude. First dude who... The final boss is basically you from Dark Souls 1. Ooh. Bro, I have to watch lore videos.
Okay. Now, with all that being said, my hairline receded 12 inches because of these two bosses alone, and both of them were
Wait. Who are these? What am I looking at? Is that a danger noodle? A dragon? Is that a dragon and the guy's riding it and... Another dragon? King of the Storm? Nameless King? Yeah.
alone, and both of them were completely optional. It's like all the pain that was left off the table in the basic bitch base game bosses was all reallocated into making these two a living hell. And no, it's not a coincidence that both of them can fucking fly above your camera. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The Nameless King has two phases, the dragon phase and the no dragon phase, but both phases features him dragging his nuts across your face.
Oh, thank God. I was hoping that it wouldn't disappear from the phase one. I just love it when I get teabagged. Sweaty nuts all across my face.
Fighting this man for 2 hours is like 2 hours of edging testicle torsion. I thought it would get better once I killed the dragon that can drop the sun on you, but then the second phase is just, what is he doing over there polishing his blade? Then the other boss.
Bro, I can't imagine how devastating it is when you go through stage one and then you're like, okay, it can't be that much worse, and then you just get like clapped on the cheeks, one hit, crazy, insane, bye.
Boss is a separate case of 2 hour torsion, except this time the first phase is, I mean, it's, it ain't shit. But then the second phase is all great. Oh, okay, I see the The longer I go without playing Dark Souls, the more I want to play the first two games in search of that feeling that we once shared. Also, I hear they have
Okay.
incredible, massive, absolutely beautiful chests in Dark Souls 1. You know what? I'm buying it. I'm doing it. Anyways, I would say that you should play Dark Souls 3, but I'm pretty sure it's against YouTube toss to threaten someone like that. Besides, I want you to preserve that beautiful, pure...
Skip played Dark Souls 1? Jesus Christ. Why do you hate me? Listen, I was born with this disadvantage in life, and that's called being a woman. And above that, I also force a disadvantage onto me that's called being blonde. So I'm basically fucked, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Poor mind of yours, because after playing this, I'm
married.
not sure I have much sanity left.
Let's go on to the pizza joint. Let's go on. We're going down to the pizza party.
Let's go on to the pizza joint. Let's go on to the fucking pizza joint. Let's go on to the fucking pizza joint.
Look at the game.
Let's go on to the fucking pizza joint.
Let me go to the pizza joint!
Do you see?
Oh my god.
That's right.
Huge thanks to the flock of pimps for funding this pain, and all the pimperers for keeping this clown car packed with nitro. And welcome to the new pimperers. Pimperer the Pimperer of Mankind, Pimperer Ben Carmine, Pimperer 12P Spicy, Pimperer Captain Titus, Pimperer Tyrion Jacone, Pimperer Herschel, and Pimperer Smokey Ryder. Thank you, pimperers. This shit is crazy.
Oh my god, if I would subscribe somewhere to him, would he pimperer me too? Would he pimp knight me? Oh my god, mayhaps? Where? How much? How much?
I love you, pimps.
I have to whip out the eddies.